We're going to work on an example here of converting standard form of a quadratic equation into vertex form. And in this case, we have an example with an a value that is not 1. So we start the right side of this equation with 2x squared. So the first thing we need to do is we want to group together the first two terms. After we group those, we want to notice that the first term is not a 1, so we're going to factor the 2 out. So we factor the 2 out in front of the parentheses, and we get x squared plus 4x on the inside, and then the minus 10 is still dangling there. Now we want to complete the square on the part that's inside the parentheses. And again, if you remember, completing the square, you take the b divided by 2, and then you square it. So b divided by 2 squared would be 2 squared, or 4. And that's what we want to add inside the parentheses there to complete the square. And again, normally we would add the same number to both sides of an equation. But in this case, we're just going to subtract a number on the outside of the parentheses that will make it so that we've really just added 0. So if you think about the 2 on the outside of the parentheses, the 4 inside is really adding 8 because we have to distribute that 2. So I've technically added 8 to this side of the equation. So on the outside of the parentheses, I want to subtract 8. And now I can write my equation in vertex form. The 2 still on the outside. The trinomial turns into a binomial squared, which would be x plus 2 parentheses squared. And then we have a minus 18 on the outside. And that is vertex form of the function that we started with.